Hello and good day. I'm just doing another video diary thing. Got that tripod in from Amazon, so now it should be a better angle, not tilted and stuff. But like, it doesn't extend. None of the legs extend. I thought the legs extended, so now I bought trash and gotta buy something better. But I can't afford it, so just what I'm gonna have to deal with. I turned on the heat, so now I won't be as sniffly and not have to do so much editing like I did my last video. Yeah, so today I just got my tires replaced at Discount Tire. Go there for all my tire needs. Discount Tire. How about you sponsor me? Someone with 0 views and 0 subscribers. I'll be waiting on that email. But yeah, that's the. And then when I was coming home, I stopped by Big Lots, which is a big department store which sells stuff cheaply, and I picked up some things. Yeah, I made the mistake of going in without really wanting anything, just to look around. I ended up spending like $80. I don't have that type of money. It was stuff I needed, like, well, not really. A couple months ago, my toilet overflowed with sewage and I had to clean it up with my towels and ruined a couple of my towels. But like, I don't need more than 2 towels. I just bought a couple extra. That's why I ended up buying a couple extra towels and wash rags to replace the ones that were ruined. I bought some deodorant, which I was extremely low on, and then shaving cream and 4-pack of disposable razors, and then some body wash because I was almost out on that, and then a mattress topper for my mattress because it's a bit not comfortable in some spots. So I was hoping that would help. That was only $19. It wasn't that expensive, but it all ended up to be like 80 some dollars. That's crazy. Stuff used to never be expensive. I barely bought anything. $80, man. Last night I messaged a friend of mine to hang out with her and her boyfriend, but she ended up having to cancel because when her boyfriend came home from work, he had a fever, so that sucks. Really sucks because haven't hung out with anyone in like a month, so I'm pretty lonely right now. So there's that. She said if he gets better, she'll text me and we can hang out then. Yeah, I even like fixed my Nintendo Switch. I have my Nintendo Switch hacked, and custom firmware sort of went a little wacky, and I had to fix that. And I fixed that. I throw a bunch of multiplayer games, and then I bought I bought the Switch controller about a month ago while I still had a job. So I have like 2 Switch controllers and then the Joy-Con controllers. I bought a Switch Pro and the Switch Pro Nano. Let me pull that out. Had these back buttons back here, and I was wondering if I can sit there and play it on my computer and have like extra buttons when I play like emulators for like a rewind or a fast forward or state save and stuff. Yeah, I didn't know it was a Nano when I bought it. I guess I didn't know it was smaller. It's not too small, but it's a bit smaller than I like, but it's still good. I used it a little bit. It's not bad. I like it. And it's slightly cheaper than a Switch Pro. Though I haven't gotten around to testing these buttons yet on the computer. But I should get to do that. Oh well. And then, so I ended up just last night just playing a ton of Diablo 4. Got through Chapter 3. It's fun. It's fine. I'm gonna try to finish it maybe today or tomorrow. Well, just like the main campaign. And then, I have a Retroid Pocket 3 Plus, which I was playing when I was at the Discount Tire store. I bring this everywhere I go. I even got the cool Glacial with the colored buttons. It's pretty cool. I really like it. I bring it, like I said, I bring it everywhere I go because it fits right in your pocket. That's the problem I have with like a lot of those like handheld PCs, like the Steam Deck and the Neo and the Odin and all that stuff. Those things are effing huge. They have like 7-inch screens. The Switch screen is only like 6 inches, and I consider that way too big. And there's no way you're gonna carry those things around with you. Not only that, those things are so expensive. They're like anywhere from like 500 to like $1,000+ man. If I had one of those, it would be like those things. I call them homehelds because you're not going to take them outside the home. It's just not worth it. Like it's too bulky to carry. You would have to carry it in a bag or hold on to it, and then you have to carry a bag around. So you can't. So that's a bit much. So like you can't just like take it and go. And then if something happens to it when you're taking stuff out and about, it can easily get broken or stolen. You're out like $500, $1,000. That Retro 3 Plus cost me $150. Yeah, if it breaks or someone steals it or something, yeah, that'll hurt. But I can just easily replace it. I can't easily replace a $500 to $1,000 system. If I buy something like that and it breaks or stolen, it's not getting replaced. I can't afford that. So I don't really get this craze with these huge ass things that are so expensive. I mean, they're neat as hell, but I just don't get the practical use for them. I guess if you want to play video games and like you don't feel like sitting on your desk or TV, I suppose that's a good use for it. I might use one for that, something like that. But like, or maybe somewhere where you know you're going to be for a long time, but I wouldn't just spontaneously just take one like I would my Retro 3 Plus. And I even bought the Retro 4 Pro. That was 200, which is my cap for handhelds. It's the same exact size as this one, same shell, same size. Because I really don't want anything bigger than this or a PS Vita. I don't want. It's just too large for me. I don't like it. And 200's pretty much my cap on handhelds. I wish I didn't buy it because at the time I didn't know I was going to lose my job, but you know, whatever. I bought it because I really, really want to play PS2 and GameCube games. And this 3 Plus, it sort of does, but not completely there. But but the 4 Pro can play both GameCube and PS2 at like 2 times resolution, and I highly doubt I'll buy anything past that. Once that's good enough for me. It can even play like some low power Switch games. That's good enough for me. I highly doubt I'll want like the Retroid 5 or 6 or whatever. Unless they come out with like something with like an amazing battery life. I don't know, I might reconsider. But if it comes out and even if I really want it and it costs like 300, I'm not gonna buy it. It's like I said, 200 is my cap for a handheld because that's still as much as I'm willing to lose or break or whatever. Yeah, I applied to a job. It was as a part-time IT, $30 an hour. That's really good. But they had me take this like video interview where they give you a question, then you have like 3 minutes to answer it. So like that was rough. The questions weren't anything hard. They were just like go into technical detail, and that just ain't my style. Like I remember general concepts and overviews very well and the basics behind things, but when you get down to like the very technical things, I can do it. I know how to do it. I can do it, but I have such a difficult time just pulling it from memory and explaining it. Because I blame it on my ADHD. That's probably the reason why. So I'm just really worried they'll just throw my interview in the trash because I'm talking, not really going into detail. I'm trying to hit keywords every once in a while, like SMP and stuff like that, and Windows Active Directory, Azure Identity, things like that. And then some of the questions were like so broad I couldn't answer because I didn't know what they want. It's like, how would you set up an Active Directory? I'm like, which Active Directory? There's a bunch of them, and I know how to set up several. So I just briefly, and you only get like 3 minutes, so I just briefly overviewed both AWS Active Directory, Azure Active Directory, and hybrid Azure Microsoft Active Directory. And I went over that, and they're like, how would you set up an office? I'm like, you're not giving me enough information. What are their needs? And I spent most of the video just talking about how I'd find out what they actually needed to set it up and ask them what they need and how they want to do things. Like, what are your specifications? Like, I can't tell you how to set up an office if you don't give me specifications. But they did ask one question where they're like, how would you diagnose a slow network? And I think I hit that one right out of the park. Because I started with like the most easiest and cost and most easiest solutions, the most cost efficient solutions, and just worked my way from little to big. I think I did really good on that one. There was a couple personal questions, which like they asked me how was high school for me, and it's like, oh, high school fucking sucked. My parents were abusive, and I was bullied a lot. Yeah, so that was something. And then I mentioned how I'm bipolar and stuff, and because they want to know what happened. It was like, yeah, I was in college and afterwards, but I dropped out because I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. And I was like, oh, that doesn't sound too good. And then the last question fucking got me. It was how happy are you? Rate yourself from a 1 to 10. And I was like, 3. I suffer from severe bipolar depression, and I just got laid off from my job, so it is a solid 3. I am not doing well. And I'm just like, fuck, man, they're not gonna hire me. They're not gonna want someone who's like depressed all the time and on shit ton of medication with a bunch of mental illness. Man, like, the only saving grace I have is I can convince them to contact my old boss. Because my old boss is nothing but praise for me. He would set them straight at how good of a worker I am. I really, really want that job because it's part-time. I know it's $30 an hour, so, like, I'd probably only be making the same as I made in my last job, which I got paid $18 an hour, but I'd be working less. I get to like play more video games and stuff, and that's worth a lot. That's enough to make up the price between whatever part-time and full-time would be. Not only that, if I really need the extra money, I could just get like a job, weekend job, or a 2-hour job at like Target or some shit like that. So I applied to a bunch of other jobs. There were some really interesting jobs. Like, one of them was picking out where it was like train AI to code, and it had, and during the interview like pages, they had a bunch of questions. Which snippet of code, they give you a problem like, here's a program to create a palindrome. Which code is the best written? Like, most conforms to guidelines. That was a lot of fun, and they were like, explain your reasoning. That interview was going through that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. That would be cool if I got that job, but I doubt it since I don't have much of a background in AI or machine learning or anything like that. But at least I had fun doing the application. Applied to a couple more IT roles, a few programming roles, like junior programming roles. Just hoping anything will bite. I haven't heard anything today, but I'm really hoping. Yeah. Another thing I was thinking about, you know how sometimes you just like think about stuff and then all of a sudden you remember something that you feel really bad about? That happened to me when I was driving home. I was talking to my dad. This was years ago, before I got my first IT job, and I was telling him, "Oh, hey, I was doing IT work for him," and I was like, "All right, remember, once I become a professional, I'm gonna have to charge you," and and then I was completely joking. I would never charge my dad. Like, okay, let's go back up. Yeah, my dad was verbally abusive when I was growing up, but he said he was sorry. We're we're cool now. All right, so okay, that's out of the way. But anyways, I would never charge my dad, and I just remembered, like, I don't think I made that clear to him. I hope he doesn't think I would actually charge him. I don't know if I made it clear enough that I was joking. So I might actually end up calling him when he gets off of work and, like, trying to explain it to him that I was just joking. I watch it turn out he doesn't even remember any interaction happening. But I'll do it anyway, even if it would just make myself feel better. Alright, that's all I got for right now. At least for this topic. I might produce another video later on talking about some books I like or something like that. Alright, have a good rest of your day. And remember to comment and tell me if you like my videos, if you hate my videos, anything like that. And just thank you for watching. Even if you did hate it, still thank you for watching. Bye.